In the last question of the exam, you have to analyze the following piece of music by answering the questions below. In the first question, you have to name the key of this piece. A key signature with two sharps could be either E major or its relative minor, C sharp minor. Notice we have a tonic chord of E major, E and a G sharp and B, and also you can see here this chord broken down, and the last chord and the last melody note is an E. This is the key of E major. Write the time signature directly on the music. You can see two groups of 4/16. Each one of them equals a quarter note. In the next bar we have a quarter note and again a value of quarter note here. The time signature here is 2/4. Don't forget to put the time signature in the bass clef. This is one of the most common mistakes that students make. Label the circled non-chord tone in measure 1 as either a passing tone or a neighbor tone. This is a neighbor tone because we depart from a chord tone and arrive at the same chord tone. So we will use NT. Name the chord the letter A, the root, and the quality type. We have two B notes, a D sharp, and an A. When written in root position, we would have a B, a D sharp, an A, and of course repeated B. The intervals here are B to D sharp is a major third, and B to A is a minor seventh. This is something called an incomplete dominant seventh chord. We are missing the F sharp note, but a fifth is not required in dominant sevenths. A fifth is also not required in major and minor triads. A fifth is only required in diminished or augmented triads. So here we have a dominant seventh chord with the root B. Circle one example of a chromatic half step, label it CH. Here's one example, E to E sharp. We also have another example here, A to A sharp. But since we only have to name one, I'll just circle the first one. And we mark it CH. Name the interval at letter B. Here we have a D sharp, don't forget there's a sharp in the key signature, and A. The size of this interval is a fifth. Since there is no such key as D sharp major, you have to first solve it in the key of D major, which would be a perfect fifth, and then add the sharp, making the distance between them smaller, so this will be a diminished fifth. Name the interval at letter C. At letter C, we have a compound interval from this B note to F sharp. I can solve it first as a simple interval. If I bring this B up an octave, from B to F sharp will be a perfect fifth. As a compound interval, this is a perfect 12th. Name the type of cadence at the letter D. First, we'll start with the last chord. We have an E and a G sharp and another E. This is another incomplete chord. It is a tonic chord in the key of E major. And it is a major triad because from E, the root, to G sharp the third is a major third. Then we have a dominant seventh chord here. So if I bring this D sharp down an octave to here, I have a major third, perfect fifth, and a minor seventh. This is a dominant seventh chord. This is an authentic cadence. Name the type of period demonstrated in this passage. There are two types, parallel and contrasting. This is a parallel period because the melody in the second phrase is almost identical to the first phrase. I think the change is about here, but all this material here is exactly the same as in the first phrase. Lastly, we have to explain the meaning of legato e con grazia. This means smoothly and gracefully.